Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the final race of the DirtFan.com and World of Thunder Racing League. It is now time for the 410 winged sprint cars to tackle this big 3/4 of a mile racetrack. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Jesse Pate. Jesse, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV, your third broadcast of the night, but more so, welcome to 410 sprint car racing.
Absolutely. We've had two great events tonight, and I'm really excited to see what's going to be shaping up for this one here. My expertise definitely in the bigger cars, the dirt late models, the modifieds, the SSs. So these cars a little bit more foreign to me, but I'm here. I'm ready. Let's commentate a good race. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're thrown in the deep end all night, so what better way to throw you into the deep end in the 410 winged sprint cars. Hayden Cardwell, quickest on track at the moment, 18.201. We watch Barry Sorensen in the TVR 45B machine. These drivers will get one lap with 3 minutes of qualifying practice here. Hayden Cardwell, Adam Elby, and Kevin Hanley, Mason Hannigan, Wade Lamar. Your top five as Barry Sorensen coming around to stop the clock, and it is going to be 39th quick. Boy, oh boy, Brian Cross in the Mobile 1, number 78, machine for Tony Stewart Racing. Robert Kirstead of the TSR, Tony Stewart Racing, caliber 27 for that 19 Designs entry. And he goes 12th quick. Alan Tacken just closing up his lap in the United Sim Sports Valvoline. Number 21 that he runs. So we've got 42 cars that have taken a lap time. Russell Berry on screen just completing his lap time with a 19.125. And we're set for some stacked heat races here in just a few moments, Jesse.
Yes, we are. We've had a good night so far, and we're looking to keep that rolling on through the late night. Thank you all our viewers out there for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure and an honor. Thank you for joining us, and we're hoping to see some good sprint races.
All right, so qualifying session about to close. Yes, this is the season opener for the third time tonight. Our season opener for the DirtFan.com 410 winged sprint cars series here tonight from the USA International Speedway. All season long, all three cars. You'll see the Pro Late models. You'll see the Super Late models, the B Series, the Feeder Series, and then the National Series along with the 410 winged sprint cars. All at the same track all night long. Every Sunday night. We get set for the first of, oh dear God, Steve McMillan, I hate you, 6 heat races here at USA in the sprint cars. Although, you know, we're talking 18-second lap times compared to what was about 20, 21, 22 second lap times earlier on. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go trackside. 8 laps, heat race number 1. Let's take a look. It's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Hayden Cardwell in caliber 9 will start on pole. Alongside him in caliber 14. Now, I believe this was Tim Smith in that 14 machine. Alex Studinger will line up inside your second row out of position number 3. Travis Oldfield in caliber 38 will start position number 4. At a position 5, Zach McSwain. Jarrett Bolyard in caliber 97 will start position number 6, and position 7, David Hallett. How would you say that one, Jesse?
Let's take a look. I'm just getting myself squared away real quick. Yeah, David. Hello.
Yeah, I don't want to say hello, somebody.
Yeah, I think that T is silent. I'm not sure the etymology there, but yeah, David. Hello. I would go with just a soft consonant. Anytime you're in doubt was probably a good way to go. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to have to ask the driver himself. Maybe if he gets up to the podium, then we'll get a chance.
All right, cars rolling off behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Hayden Cardwell driving the Slick Sim Sports Joel Berkeley number 9 machine. Maybe a bit of a copycat, but he's been running the same skin as Berkeley for about a week now. So, look, I'm going to throw this one out there. He should win by at least half a straightaway, if not more. We're going to go focus on more third spot. Who do you think's going to finish third?
Oh, I have no idea in these sprints.
Yeah,
a lot of fresh faces to me.
You see that bus that just rolled down the back of the highway just then? You're right under it, throwing you right under the bus.
I I know it. I know it. It's heavy. It's a heavy bus. Let's see. I am gonna go. We just saw a lot of good performance out of some of these names. I'm gonna pick Zach McSwain just because he's fresh on the sim. We know that he just got done running a ton of laps, so I think that he's fresh. He's ready. He's raring to go. So I'm gonna go with Zach McSwain as my pick. So talk us through real quick the transfer spots, how all that's working. How do you get to the feature on this race?
Top three. Finish the top three. You will go into what is going to be an 18-car field directly from heat races into the main event, and then we'll have B main 1 and B main 2 where we'll take the top three of those and we'll have a 24-car field for what should be, I think, either a 25 lap or a 30 lap A main event, because when it comes to the fuel situation, you're using roughly around 0.9 gallons a lap around here. So if you're going to run 30 laps, and if you're going to run it flat out green to checker 30 laps, you run it without lifting, you're going to need about 28 gallons to get it through. Here we go, heat race number 1, thedirtfan.com 410 wing sprint car season opener, and we are green. And Hayden Campbell already taking off from the rest of the field. Studinger up on the inside on Smith around the outside, Smith back into second spot, Studinger in third. Bolyard now moving up to position number 4, then you go back to McSwain, rounds out the top 5 as they come out of turn number 4.
Yeah, I'm watching Oldsville back here in the back, bumping and banging around down the back stretch of lap 1. These guys starting to get slotted in here, trying to give each other room, and looks like he's got up into the wall coming down the back straight on the back end of the field. Let's jump up here to the front end of the pack and see what we've got forming up. Looking at Alex right now, Stoutinger, yep, Studinger, thank you, and yeah, everybody's just running in line. Looks like your prediction was correct with Cardwell running off into the distance. That orange car just shot out of a cannon. But we've got a good pack of 5 cars here for this first heat race out. Looking for those 3 transfer spots.
Yeah, Smith in that number 50 machine, running in that second spot. Alex Studinger back there in third. Done a number of laps with Studinger, and I'll be able to tell you, people that have sort of watched Ultimate Dirt TV, we cover a fair bit of open wheel stuff, especially the sprint cars. We love it here on Ultimate Dirt TV. But tell you what, Cardwell, like I said, he should win this by at least a second. Although the last lap he was a little bit slower, made a few little mistakes, allowed Smith in that number 50 machine to close the gap. We've got 3 to run this time by Cardwell going back upstairs. Smith and Studinger. You see they got all 4 wheels in the froth. They're trying to rail that cushion through 1 and 2. Over the next 2 heat races, keep an eye on it. That top side is only going to get faster into turn number 1 and 2. But also, what I want you to watch, Jesse, these cars come out of turn 4. If they're right up on the wall, there's a bump that comes out of turn number 4. It will unsettle the race car like there's no tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing a little bit of that coming from the late models earlier. As that track starts slicking in, that front and back stretch starts getting bumpy. But yeah, I don't do a lot of running around here in these sprint cars, so any bumps that bother them specifically, yeah, point them out to me because I'm unaware. But yeah, I think we had a couple of late model drivers that got spun around coming off those bumps on restarts. So we'll see if any of that develops in this event tonight.
All right, the checkered flag is out here in heat race number 1. Hayden Cardwell, Tim Smith, Alex Studinger, Jared Bolyard, Zach McSwain, David Halou, and we've also got, who was that final car? Travis Oldfield to come home in the final position on the grid as we go down trackside to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 2 with 8 laps on the board, and the top 3 go through.
All right, and that'll be Adam Elby in the 74 car, Brian Cross on the 78 car starting out the front of the grid, Tyler Ducharme again, we see him in the 25 car, David Cardwell on the 22 car, and then on the third row we've got Dale Jordison in the Dale Jordison in the 6, and Cody Terry in the 39. Matt Dixon is in P7 on the 96 car, and Joel Barkley in the 9 car. Joel Berkeley in the 9 car in P8.
All right, heat race number 2. Not even sure Berkeley's in the server, but if he is, he'll probably not run this one and have to come through the back of the B, which what he loves to do. He loves to make a challenge for himself to come through this field. And of course, He's one of these drivers in this field that have a Pro World Championship license for the 410 Wing Sprint Cars. Other drivers that have it here tonight, of course. Our pole sitter tonight in car number 74, Adam Elby. Now, I've seen Adam Elby. I've ran against Adam Elby for nearly about 9 years or so. Creeping up on about 10 years of sim racing. In fact, I was actually on a team with him back on the old R-Factor days as well.
Very good, very good. Yeah, R Factor, great sim. I have not had the chance to get into yet.
What were you a dirt DTR2, Dirt Track Racing 2, one of those junkies, those super late model guys that love the DTR2 days?
The dirt game that holds closest to my heart, and one that I think I might feature at some point on my stream, is Dirt to Daytona. That game takes me back on the GameCube.
All honesty, I've never played it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game. You can get in on an emulator pretty easily, find a copy, and get it running.
Yeah, well, if I can get the ISO file, I can open it up with a program, and I won't need to run it on the emulator. I've got the World of Outlaws 2002 Sprint Car game. I've got that on PC, and all I had to do was just get an ISO of that, and I've actually got it. So yeah, that's another good game that I could sit there and play for hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great retro games out there. Yeah, we'll connect offline. We'll see if we can get something running.
All right, Adam Elby for Swindell Speed Lab, car number 74, and Brian Cross in the Mobile 1, number 78 machine. Green flag is out. Keep an eye on Tyler Ducharme, who starts position number 3. He's been on a bit of a hot shoe as of late in the winged sprint car side of things, and well, as I said, he's been pretty quick in anything that he races. We keep an eye on Davin Carbell in that Logan Schuhart Dryden Performance number 1 machine. Ducharme to the middle of turn number 3 and 4. We complete lap number 1, and Adam Elby is your race leader. Look at Ducharme. Jesse, I said keep it on the drivers over the next couple of heat races. Run on that cushion through 1 and 2. More so, keep an eye on Adam Elby. He's going to be doing that as well. He'll do it through 3 and 4.
Yeah, we've got some position jockeying here going on in the front 4 here. Ducharme really surprised me throwing it in wide there on the turn 1 and 2 because he went so low on the 3 and 4. I was watching him. He was making that line work. He got a move done, and then he swapped up for 1 and 2. So a lot of these drivers, they're making split-second decisions in these cars. And, it looks like we got some contact with Ducharme. And who else was that?
That was Davin Carbell. How Davin Carbell saved that, I'll never know. That is a great job to save that one because he got tagged in the rear crash bar. He was just snaking it down the front straightaway. So well done to Davin Carbell. And right now he holds on to the final transfer spot. But Ducharme back around the outside. Ducharme reclaims third. 4 down, 4 to go. And here comes the Queenslander from Australia, Dale Jordis in that SRT MG Contracting number 27 machine. He's in 5th at the moment on the outside looking in, but he's got a very good chance at making a pass on Ducharme and or Davin Cardwell to maybe get into that 3rd and final transfer spot.
Oh yeah, Ducharme cutting down to the inside, trying to find his momentum. We got the 22, I'm not sure who that is. He just got up in the wall. I think he's going to, Caldwell. He's going to let him get by him here, but he's coming back with some momentum off of turn 4, so we'll see if he can get it back by him.
2 to run here in heat race number 2 of the DirtFan.com 410 Wing Sprint Car season opener. Very surprised that these drivers are not staying all the way upstairs, all the way through turn number 1 and 2. That certainly looks to be the fastest way. Ducharme with a slide job on cross. White flag is out for Adam Elby. He is gone by nearly 1.4 seconds. Ducharme slide a line down into turn number 1 and 2. Just 2 more turns to go for Adam Elby. And in fact, Tyler Ducharme, he's got a World Championship license as well in the 410 Wing Sprint Cars at JDR Graphics. Number 25 machine will come home second, but your winner, Adam Elby, Ducharme second, Brian Cross third, Davin Cardwell fourth, Dale Jordison, Cody Terry, and Matt Dixon to make up the 7-car field, with Joel Berkeley not even making the grid in tonight's second heat. Heat race number 3 coming up next. Jesse, so far, what have you made of the opening couple of heat races?
Well, I think that second heat race definitely was a race. That first one, we kind of settled in, and I'm glad these drivers got to see, one heat race happen without any yellows flying out. But yeah, things are getting squirrely. As we get closer and closer to feature, these drivers are going to start losing their patience, and they're going to start trying to pull moves. And these sprint cars, you can put them anywhere. You can do anything with them. You really, if you've got the skill. So I'm excited to see what kind of moves these guys are going to be throwing on each other.
All right, here we go. Heat race number 3. Let's go down trackside to take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat number 3. Starting on pole, driving car number 110, a regular on a Thursday night with the Dirty Old Bastards 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. Kevin Hanley will start on pole. Mike Keegan in the number 92 machine will start position number 2. Brandon Steele in car number 13, it'll be the 5 in fact, will start position number 3. Jeffrey Herrick in car 49 will start position number 4. Lining up at a position number 5, the United Sim Sports Valvoline number 21 machine. Alan Tacken will start inside of the MDM 269 machine of James Grace out of position number 6. And the Jessup Logistics number 45, Mark Jessup, did not make the call. Neither did Rusty Kruger. So just the 6 cars. Yeah, bad A55.
And remember, all of our viewers out there, anybody can run these. Is that right? You can go and you can get signed up?
Yeah, well, what you've got to do is make sure you've got the car, make sure you've got the tracks, and make sure you are a member of the World of Thunder iRacing League on iRacing. Again, just type in World of Thunder, or if you go over to the World of Thunder iRacing Facebook page, send the guys a message. The admin team over there will get you sorted. Just let them know you want to get in on the action of the 410 Wing Sprint Cars, or if there's something else you want to run, whether it be the Super Late Model Feeder Series or even the Pro Late Models on a Sunday night. Send the page a message, and while you're there, hit that like and follow button. Of course, don't forget we're live also on the dirtfan.com Facebook page as well, so a big shout out to the guys over there for their continued support here, not only with the World of Thunder Racing League, but of course with us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. The pace truck about to pull to the infield. Heat race number 3 set to begin here at the USA International Speedway. And this is not our last broadcast of the night here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We've also got one more. We've also got the 410s. We're going to go to the Williams Grove Speedway. So just another track that I so-called love here on the iRacing.com service when it comes to broadcasts. This is green flag flies. Kevin Hanley. Look at Brandon Steele moving to the inside down into turn number 1 and 2 on Mike Keegan. And Mike Keegan, in fact, the winner of the Dirty Old Bastards 410 Sprint Car Champion last season. Now the 49. Oh, look out. Jeffrey Herrick into Brandon Steele. Tacken getting through. Tacken into 4th, and James Grace will move into position number 3.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Steele there. I was watching him come down the backstretch, and he was checking up. He was trying to keep his nose clean, and he couldn't do anything about it. He just got up into. That's the way these races go. It's a little bit of luck and a lot of skill. So, luck not in his favor there, but that's why there are multiple chances to make the feature. So hopefully we'll see him back again.
Yeah, this field already spread out by many of car lengths. 2, it'll be 3 down this time by with 5 laps left to run. Kevin Hanley, a feature winner last season on Thursday night's DOB 410 Sprint Car Series. Mike Keegan, a defending champion of that 410 Sprint Car Series. James Grace, a regular here on a Sunday night. And then Alan Tacken, well, a rare appearance from that number Valvoline United Sim Sports number 21 machine. At the moment, he will start on the front row. Oh, it should be B main number 2, I believe it will be. But, boy, it's certainly going to be tough to get through this B main. We're going to have a lot of good cars trying to come through the field in the B mains. But as we move forward to complete lap number 5 with 3 to run, Mike Keegan was closing in by half a second on Kevin Hanley on that previous lap. So that X machine, the 92X, is certainly rolling right now.
Oh, absolutely. I just tabbed back over to it since you mentioned, and yeah, that gap has closed quite a bit. Mike really taking it up here to Hanley having a handleable lead here, holding his position pretty handedly up until this point, but looks like he's able to pull that gap back out. Maybe he'll hold on to it for the last couple of laps of this heat.
Now should be able to circulate one more time in the 110 machine. The white flag flies here in heat race number 3. Once we complete this, we will be halfway through our heat races. Hanley right through the slick on the exit of turn number 2, and we'll grab a lot of the moisture down the back straightaway. Enters up high into turn number 3. And on turn number 4, he is going to cut it right down to the low side. Checkered flag is out. Kevin Hanley with a win. Mike Keegan 2nd. James Grace home in 3rd. Alan Tacken 4th. 5th is going to be Jeffrey Herrick. And then I believe Brandon Steele coming home in position number 6. Rusty Kruger finally got out onto the racetrack, but it was too little too late for him as we move forward into heat race number 4. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, so your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for this heat is going to be Vinny Sanson in the 80, starting us off, Richie Preston in the 11. And then on the second row, we have Casey Graves in the 4, Corey Wenzel in the 888. And then we have Jordan Mitchell in the 16 and Brett Rowles in the 17, Brandy Baldwin in the 7, and Nick King might not have made the grid in the 37.
No, it looks like it's just going to be 7 cars, and here's an interesting fact. Drivers 3, 4, and 5, all part of the True Speed Motorsports stable, and let me tell you that they're all coming out here to run the season open of the DirtFan.com 410 Wing Sprint Car Series. Wenzel, Twitch streamer, and Graves and Mitchell, well, they're just more part-timers. Jordan Mitchell loves these late models, but can pedal a sprint car.
Very good, very good. Just one more around the track here until we take the green. Cars looking in good form. All these cars, great wraps. Shout out to everybody who worked on paints for these cars for this event tonight, or for these teams. I've done a little bit of paint work in GIMP for iRacing. It is no small feat to get these things wrapped up and get them looking as good as they are. I mean, some of these paints that I'm looking at right now, I have no idea how these guys did this. I have just the basic shapes and colors going on my stuff. I just got into spec mapping, and man, some of these cars look beautiful. I don't know how these guys do it.
Well, certainly some good painters out there. Let's go. Heat race number 4. Vinny Sansoni again, another one of those pro drivers for the World of Outlaws 410 Winged Sprint Car Series. We are green here at USA, and Sansoni will lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. Graves looking to the inside on Preston, slides up. True Speed go 3 wide. Wenzel right through the middle, and Graves, sorry, that was Mitchell, who cut down to the bottom side. Look at that 7 machine of Brady Baldwin, the showstopper as we call him. He's trying to make his way as he gets hit there from Brett Rolls behind him. Jordan Mitchell right in the thick of things as well. They're 3 wide at the back of the pack right now, but we go up front, back to the 3rd spot on the racetrack. Wenzel and Graves side by side down into turn number 3 and 4. Wenzel runs the low side. Graves going to run upstairs, trying to carry that speed and momentum out of turn number 4.
Yeah, Wenzel working that low line, trying to find something down there. We saw in the supers that line worked for a little while, and then it started coming in towards the end of the feature. So I'm curious to see if the same situation will arise here, or if maybe our front riders will be the guys that have figured out that low line.
As this track starts to slicken off from top to bottom, we are definitely going to see that low line come back into play. Whether we see the track reset or not, I would love to see this just carry over all night long and really make these drivers work for their keep here at the USA International Speedway. 4 down, 4 to run. We continue to watch Graves pound the cushion through 3 and 4, and also he'll do it upstairs in turn number 1 and 2. He gets such a good run, but it's right on the exit of turn number 2. That's where he starts to lose a little bit of speed, because it goes from real grippy and then it really starts to become really slick. In fact, let's go on board with the driver of the number 4 machine, I believe it is, or the 10 machine. There he is, Casey Graves on screen. Good, and there it gets real slick. That's where you have to be real careful coming off the turn. We'll watch him go through turn number 3 and 4, but tell you what, Wenzel's doing a great job on the low side.
Yeah, as I watch him here from the aerial cam, I just see him as soon as he hits that slick off of every single turn 2 and turn 4, trying to keep that car straight and trying to get the throttle down as fast as possible, but still being smooth. And yeah, you'll see him every single time he exits and transitions to the straight. It's just trying to keep that car from wiggling, and every single wiggle that you get, every single oscillation is lost time.
Well, last lap is upon us right now. Heat race number 4. Sansoni has gone out by nearly 1.5 seconds. We watch, Preston sitting back there in second, but we're watching Graves and Wenzel as they come out of turn number 4. Vinny Sansoni, your winner. Richie Preston second. Third of the line. It's a drag race to the start-finish line. Casey Graves just gets it ahead of Corey Wenzel home in 4th. Brady Baldwin 5th. Jordan Mitchell 6th. And Brett Rolls to come home in position at number 7. Jesse, that field, 5.1 seconds from 1st to 7th. That's you think 5 seconds, that's not a whole lot of time, but you put that on the racetrack, that's a fair distance.
Yeah, I can't do the mathematics right now in my head, but yeah, the very competitive fields all the way throughout tonight. After running so many laps, 5 seconds separating the best guys from the worst, incidents and all, that speaks volumes about the quality and the caliber of the league.
Well, let's go trackside. Take a look right now. Heat race number 5 with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And again, we'll have another 8 laps on the board with our top 3 going through. Starting on pole in the 1X, it's Mason Hannigan to his outside for True Speed Motorsports in car number 81, Dylan Simmelman. Lining up inside row number 2, position number 3 in car 23, it's Jimmy Mars, and on his outside in car number 13, Chris Maguire to start position number 4. Lining up at a position number 5 in car number 5, it's Chris Fisher, and to his outside, the number 2 machine of Wyatt Brown to start position number 6. And your 7th and final starter in the 45B machine, Barry Sorensen, to bring up this 7-car field. I've sort of gone away from who you think is going to go where over the past couple of heat races. Let's get back to that. Who's the first car to miss out? Who picked position number 4 for me?
I'm going to go with the number 5. I'm looking at the number 5, and the reason here, very technical, I like his paint.
Yeah, okay. You know what? We're going to roll with it. All right, now that you've picked that, who wins?
God, man, how many buses today? Let's see.
That lake just over at turn 1, I'm pretty sure if you can't swim, you're about to learn. Quick, who wins?
I'm gonna pick Meek to win. That's my favorite position to start is inside behind the leader. I don't actually like leading these events off, so that's.
I'm going to go Dylan Simmelman just quietly. All right, he starts outside front row. He's got a pro world championship sprint car license. Hannigan, he's going to be very tough to beat as well. Mars going to slide up in front of Simmelman. Simmelman going to look to cut it down to the low side on the exit of turn number 2. He will get to the inside. He will reclaim second. We go down into turn number 3 and 4, and Simmelman immediately coming after Mason Hannigan for the race lead, but Hannigan going to hold on to lead lap number 1. Still got 7 to run here in heat race number 5.
Yep, Fisher, my pick for the paint, is doing well on that low line, starting to take it to Mars up here in, they're fighting for P3, yeah. Putting a slider up on Mars, trying to get up in that top line. Looks like he might make it work if he doesn't get caught up on the outside wall coming out of turn 4.
All right, Mars going to slide up to the top side. Here goes Fisher up on the inside. Fisher looking for third, and we'll get it down into turn number 3. Meanwhile, change for the race lead. Dylan Simmelman, your new race leader. Here comes Hannigan. Back after him down into 1 and 2. Slider line from Simmelman. Hannigan's going to stay mid-track. Not ideal coming off of turn number 2, right in the slick stuff. Don't want to be spinning those tyres. As Simmelman now going to stay low into 3 and 4 once again. Hannigan back upstairs into turn number 3 and 4.
Yep, Hannigan putting it off that wide line coming out of turn 4, looking for that momentum, trying to get that closing speed, get up and set up the move so he can get up on the inside and maybe throw something up under him. It looks like we've got Simmelman keeping it really low, so he's not going to give an opportunity to Hannigan. It's not going to be easy. Hannigan's going to have to earn whatever he gets here if he gets anything.
Yeah, some contact in the back of the bus here right now. Maguire, in fact, got into Jimmy Mars in turns 1 and 2 on the previous lap. Now Sorensen trying to put the moves on Jimmy Mars for that third and final transfer position. It's up for grabs still at the moment. 2 to run for your leader, Dylan Simmelman. Mason Hannigan comfortable in first and second. Fisher in third. So Fisher's in that third spot. He's in the transfer spot, so they're actually fighting outside of a transfer position at the moment. And Jimmy Mars, a little loose on the exit of turn number 2, straight down to the low side of the back straightaway. And Sorensen trying to drive around the outside of the 23. Mars slides up. Sorensen back to the inside. Good race. 1 lap to go.
Yeah, I think Sorensen could have made a better choice there, seeing as how Mars was entering from the low side of the track. I think Sorensen would have been better. We got some contact going on here on the back stretch. We'll get back to that.
Checkered flag is out. Dylan Simmelman victorious here in heat race number 5. Mason Hannigan second. Chris Fisher third. Fourth is going to go to Wyatt Brown. Home in 5th. We'll wait for a bit of daylight to come through. That'll be Barry Sorensen. Then you go back to Chris Maguire and Jimmy Mars to round out the 7-car field in heat number 5, I believe that was. One more heat to come. Let's go trackside with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Wait, let's not do that just yet because I'm waiting for the server to roll over.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
When you're ready.
Now we'll do it.
All right, your Ultimate Dirt TV. All right, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid is Wade Lamar in the 41, starting us off. Robert Kirster in the 27. Yes, Robert Kirster in Kerstetter in the 27, Michael Meek in the 21, Kyle White in the 12, and P4. P5 will be Devin Butts. Is it Butts? Devin Butts in the 47, Josh Flood in the 19, and Russell J. Berry in the 084, rounding out the field.
All right, here we go. We'll put your... Oh, Wade Lamar didn't grid. So that's going to move the inside row. Michael Meek now going to start on pole. Devin Butts will move to position 3, and Josh Berry going to move to position number 5. Who do you like in this one? And I like to play this. I like to play these games with it because I know you got no idea about these sprint car guys.
I know it. Like, right, I'm just stabbing in the dark here. Let's look at the cars. Again, I think we'll just pick our favorite visual car.
Which car do you like most then? And that's the one you're going to go. You see just behind the front stretch grandstand, you see a couple of little lakes there.
I know.
Yeah, that's where you're learning to swim right now.
I see that, yeah. They're just black on my screen. They're not rendered in my engine whatsoever. I'm just sinking in the void of tar out there, trying to figure out.
Man, you're really without a paddle up Ship Creek.
I know it. Oh, I need some pedals out here. I need to start pedaling this thing. Let's see. I'm trying to look at some times here from our quality session stuff, trying to get at least a gauge on what we might expect. You know what? I choose not to choose. Let's watch and see how it unfolds.
Oh, he's too scared to pick one.
I'm giving you plenty of guesses this time.
I'm going to go with Kerstetter on this one. Here we go. Michael Meek, Robert Kerstetter. Green flag is out. Heat number 6 here at USA International Speedway. Kerstetter to the low side and to the race lead. But here comes Meek. Creeping back up on the inside. Side by side for the race lead. They stick to the bottom side in turns 3 and 4. And Devin Butts as well in the 47. But Kerstetter will lead lap number 1.
Yeah, I think Meek really gave Kirstinger a wake-up call there. I don't think Kirstinger quite expected this race to get started as soon as it did. He really caught him sleeping off the line and was able to get past him. Lucky for Kirstinger, he reacted quickly and was able to get his spot back. But yeah, we've already got a race running up here in the front.
Now Robert Kerstetter, your race leader right now on the number 27 machine for 19 Designs. Michael Meek still riding in second position. That 21 machine upstairs into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Devin Butts on the low side on the exit of turn number 4. Unable to complete the pass. We've got 3 down, 5 to run here in the final heat race of the DirtFan.com 410 winged sprint cars. Our season opener here on the rracing.com service.
Absolutely, as these guys saw these things around this track. We got the 21 of Michael Meek cutting down out of turn 4 as he comes across the nose of Butts. And these guys just swapping around, trying to find the fast line, trying to get a leg up on their competition. These top 3 looking good in form, giving each other a lot of space.
Right now on board with the number 27 machine, your leader, Robert Kerstetter, watching out the back. You can see Michael Meek just starting to close the gap right now on your race leader and Meek. He's getting a good bit of speed through turn number 1 and 2. If he can carry it through turn number 3 and 4, we may just see a change for the race lead now on board with the number 21. Here he comes. Meek peeking to the inside. Down into 1 and 2. Slide job. No. Kerstetter around the outside. And Kerstetter with 1.5 to go continues to lead into turn number 3 and 4.
Yep. Great job by Meek there, checking up and not getting into his competition. That's the kind of clean racing that we like to have around here. He's really doing a great job of setting up that move, coming out in that wide entry line into 3, then cutting it down close to the apron out of 4. That's how he got that move done, and then we saw the rest of the action. He's been able to make it stick here, and I think Kirstinger is getting a little frustrated putting it up against the wall, trying to find some way to get his position back.
Checkered flag is out. Michael Meek victorious ahead of Robert Kerstetter, home in 2nd. Devon Butts 3rd. You go back to Kyle White in 4th. Josh Flood 5th. Russell Berry finally home in position at number 6 with Wade Lamar recording a DNS in that one. 6 heat races are completed. Now we move into the first of 2 elimination races. B-Main number 1. Let's go trackside and take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. B-Main number 1, 10 laps on the board. Top 3 are going to go through. Jared Bolyard, car number 97 on pole. Alan Tacken in car 21 will start position number 2. Position 3 will be car number 2 of Wyatt Brown, and Zach McSwain will start position number 4. Position number 5, it's going to be the 49 of Jeffrey Herrick and Barry Sorensen in the 46 out of position 6. David Hello out of position. Now that's the name we're going with. Hello or Halut. David, apologise until we get the correct pronunciation of your name. We're going to butcher it every time. Hello, somebody. He will start position number 7. Brandon Steele will start position number 8. Position number 9 will be Chris Maguire. Travis Oldfield will line up out of position number 10. Rusty Kruger finally lines up out of position 11 with Jimmy Mars out of position 12. David Harleman will line up out of position number 13 and make this a 13-car field with our top 3 going through. And we have some breaking news as of right now. Let's wait for my thing to load up so I can give you the breaking news while these drivers are
on the edge of my seat.
rolling around on the speedway.
Tell me what the news is. I can't take it.
Friday, Saturday, Ultimate Dirt TV will be on the Speed Shift TV Facebook page for some broadcast racing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Drivers get the one to go single Friday, Saturday from, I believe it's 9 p.m. And then I think a race at 10:30 p.m. as well. So we'll be covering 2 races on that one. And I believe I might be doing a Monday or Tuesday gig over there as well. So while you can't watch, or while you want to be able to watch any racing during those nights, feel free to come over to Speed Shift TV and support those guys. You want to thank those guys for the opportunity. Now the real show is going to start.
Absolutely. All right, rolling around turn 3, coming into turn 4. Lights off on the pace car. We're about to take the green flag for our first C-Main feature. 3 spots going on to our feature race tonight. And green flag flies, and Boyard takes the green, leading the field into turn 1. A couple of cars getting into the outside wall off the start. And we've got the... Sorry, take it away.
Here we've got one car, Jimmy Mars, it looks like, in the 23 machine. Tacking down to the low side, looking to pick up a few more positions right now, sitting in that 3rd and final transfer spot. He's got McSwain behind him, tacking to the low side now on Wyatt Brown. McSwain through the middle, then you go back to look at Jeffrey Herrick. David Halou in that 21 machine, or 18 machine in fact, is the 21 of Tacking. Looks to move into 2nd spot right now. Wyatt Brown back to 3rd. Will they switch back out of turn number 4? Yes, they do. Brown back to 2nd. Tacking back to 3rd.
Give me just one moment. I'm getting my engine back up to live feed.
All right. Well, our first yellow of the night is out. Sorensen looks to be the car back on pit road. Jeffrey Herrick as well. He's towards the back of the field. So our first yellow of the night here in B-Main competition here for the DirtFan.com 410 Wings Sprint Cars, our season opener. Again, right here across the Facebook and YouTube feeds here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And again, don't forget, we're live on DirtFan.com, their Facebook page, and of course, World of Thunder iRacing League as well. So we've essentially got the 4 platforms going at once. Been a pretty busy night here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and again, we are not done with after this one. We also have another 410 league race to cover after this one. we travel to the home of the porch sitters, Williams Grove Speedway, for another round of the green to checker racing, I believe it is.
Yep, another long straights with flat corners and walls on the outside.
Yep. And another racetrack that I hate doing at a broadcast racetrack app. Love racing it on the service, but when it comes to broadcast, it's just, I don't know, people just seem to lose their mind at the Grove.
Yeah, I took some time after I'd purchased all of the dirt content on iRacing to feel out all the tracks, and Williams Grove was definitely the one that I was just like, this ain't mine. This is not my track. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm not fast.
It's a very technical racetrack when it gets slick, and that'll be live. They go live at 12:30 Eastern, so 11:30 Central. So we'll cover all the action here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and again, we'll be live across Facebook and YouTube as the lights are up on the iRacing.com page truck. Top 3 to the main event.
Are we on Delaware restart here? Oh, we've got a fight going on.
Nope, no Delaware double file restarts. It's just straight up double file for these ones.
Got that. I saw a little bit of a scrap going on in the back. Got a developing situation back there.
Yeah, see how that goes. 6 down, 4 to run. B main number 1, and Jared Bolyard getting a good jump. Zach McSwain, he's pretty sure he passed on the inside, and we'll see if he ended up getting a black flag or whether that gets cleared or not. But man, they're 2 and 3 wide. Look at David Harlem, the Slick Sim Sports Wicked Energy Gum number 49 machine. Yellow is out just as we go 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4.
Yeah. Field getting really stacked up on the entry to 1 there. I think somebody up front had a problem and stacked the field up and kind of caught some guys. So this main definitely going a little bit dirtier than the ones that we've seen thus far.
Yeah, and again, people realizing that this is essentially an elimination race, so they tend to drive a little different. You know, they're realizing that this is their last chance to get into the A main, which will happen after the warm-up session. We've still got a second B main to run, again, which will be the distance over 10 laps, and we take the top 3 in that one, so we will complete a 24-car field. Drivers getting the 2 to green signal, but we're still at least about 2 minutes away from rolling out the next part of what would be now a green-white checker to finish up B main number 1.
Yeah, I think we might just get to see that green-white checkered on this run. These guys are really pent up. They're really trying to secure their spot. I think they're feeling the pressure back there, and everybody holding on to their transfer spot feels the heat too, I'm sure.
I'll tell you who to keep an eye on this next restart. Keep an eye on Rusty Kruger. He sits in position 4. He hadn't touched the tracks at all. He basically come in, missed his heat race. He's had to come from the back of the B main. And that Swindell Speed Lab number 55 machine, he's just showing what he can do. They will get the 1 to green signal right now. He's going to restart position 4. He's going to be on the outside of David Harleman, who restarts position 3. And both those drivers, I dare say, this is the way this is going to finish. I reckon David Harleman's going to win. Jarrett Bolyard's going to finish 2nd, and Rusty Kruger 3rd.
I think so. Yeah, I'm watching Kruger now. We'll see what he's got.
Oh, I got a single file on this restart, so no double file, back to single file, then a green-white checker.
Yeah, I believe that's probably for the best after what we've just seen.
Patricia cheering on Travis Oldfield in the number 38 machine. He's back there in position number 9, the last car out there on the racetrack at the moment. Of course, we did start 13 and we're down to 9. With 2 laps left to run, green-white checker, we wait for Jarrett Bolyard in the number 97 to pick up the gas, and there we go. He will get on the gas. He will lead. And oh no, okay.
Big gap between 1 and 2, but the rest of the field stacking up pretty nicely.
Harleman and Kruger side by side down into 3 and 4. Now Kruger, here goes Harleman to the low side. Kruger looking for 2nd on Wyatt Brown. And David Harleman might not transfer at the moment. 1 to go down into turns 1 and 2, 3, nearly 4 wide. Car upside down. Oh, the 2 cars, they're going to get through that one. is going to be Rusty Kruger and David Heilemann. Jared Bolyard, your winner out of turn number 4. Bolyard victorious, Rusty Kruger second, and David Heilemann scraping home in position number 3. Maguire will come home 4th, Herrick 5th, Mars, Brown, Steele, Oldfield, McSwain, Tacken, Halou, Sorensen, the 13 cars to complete B main number 1. B main.
You called that one right.
Yeah, B main number 2 about to take to the racetrack right now. Although I did say Bolyard was going to finish second, Heilemann was going to win, but I did say I pretty much picked the trifecta.
There you go. Yeah. No, I mean, I watched Kruger drive that car right up in a second, just like you said. I mean, just like you said he would.
All right, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
All right, your Dirt TV starting grid is David Cardwell in the number 22 leading off the field, Corey Wenzel in the 888 car, Kyle White in the 12 car, Dave Jordanson in the 6 car, Brady Baldwin in the 7 car. In P6, we have Josh Flood in the 19 car and Cody Terry in the 39 car, and then Jordan Mitchell in the 16, Russell J. Berry in the 084. In P10, we have Matt Dixon in the 96 car, Brett Rowles in the 17 car in P11, P12, Wade Lamar and Joel Berkeley in the 9 car, and then rounding out the field, we have Nick King in the 37 car in P14.
All right, 3 cars did not grid. Cody Terry did not grid, Wade Lamar did not grid, and Nick King did not grid. So 11 cars again here in B main competition. This is B main number 2. So the field is going to get shuffled. So Russell Berry moves up to position 7. Brett Rolls up to position 9. And Joel Berkeley up to position number 11. So it's going to be just mark my words here. Berkeley to finish top 3. I reckon second or third he will get. Davin Cardwell to win, and I reckon our last transfer is going to be, I want to say Dale Jordison, but I think Corey Wenzel might just have it. This is going to be tough.
All right, well, that's the guys that we'll keep an eye on this run. So we roll up to take green for the first time in this B main. All right. And we've got David Cardwell pulling the field up around turns 3 and 4, getting ready to take the green, getting ready to get on the loud pedal in these sprint cars around here, USA International Speedway. Stacking the field way up, slow rolling his way around, and off we are, green flag. David Cardwell pulling a good gap onto the field to start off with, going with the low line. We've got 1 car, 2 cars in the field taking the high line. Everybody else tucking down on the inside line. A couple cars getting into the outside wall there down on the back stretch. And Brett, what do you think?
Well, I just think Kyle White put the slider there on Corey Wenzel. That was a little dirty into 3 and 4, but that's going to move him into second spot. Wenzel in third. Here comes the showstopper, Brady Baldwin now. Run on the low side, following Wenzel into turns or through 1 and 2. As Baldwin going to put the slider in. Well, keep an eye on Berkeley. Jordan Mitchell, Joel Berkeley, they run nose to tail. Dale Jordison working up top in turns 3 and 4. Again, not shying away from these drivers running the top and or bottom side.
Yeah, Corey Wenzel really showing some skill down there on the low side, getting a gap put between him and P3. Looking very good for him. Running that car on the low side, a lot of speed down there, it seems like.
Now Berkeley getting up on the cushion through turn number 1 and 2 right now, getting by Brett Rolls in that 17 machine, and now coming after Jordan Mitchell in that True Speed Motorsports number 13 machine. Mitchell now peeking to the inside on Kyle White, but Berkeley around the outside. Berkeley moves into position number 5. Berkeley slide job on White. Baldwin getting a little sideways out of turn number 2 just then, and now Berkeley. A couple of Queenslanders. 3 Queenslanders in this field. Berkeley, one of them. Brady Baldwin, 1 more. And Dale Jordison, the 3rd. And Brady Baldwin in 3rd spot at the moment. Halfway home. 5 down, 5 to run. And he is about to be passed in about 3 seconds by that Slick Sim Sports number 9 machine. Berkeley making his way towards a top 3 transfer position. Once he gets by Brady Baldwin, he'll look to come after Corey Wenzel, with Davin Cardwell so far out by a hefty margin, over 1.3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that the gap that Wenzel has pulled on him is going to evaporate here in the next couple of laps. I think that Corey might be able to hold on to the position that he's got here, but definitely that battle between Berkeley and Baldwin is shaping up to be really something to watch.
Well, make note, it was a 1.1 second gap going down into turn number 3 on the last lap between Wenzel and Berkeley. We'll see what kind of a gap it is right now as they go into turns 3 once again. It is 9/10 of a second, so he is 2/10 quicker at the moment than Corey Wenzel, but Berkeley putting that number 9 machine all over the racetrack wherever he has to go to try and get into the top 3. And at the moment, he stands in position number 3. What did I say? Davin Cardwell, Joel Berkeley, and Corey Wenzel, right?
That sounds right. We'll go with it.
Berkeley's got 1 lap to change it. At the moment, he's in 3rd position, and he is 6.5 tenths of a second. Can he pick up that much speed in 1 lap? I doubt it. Again, I reckon I've picked the trifecta, but down the back straight away for the final time into turn number 3. And out of turn number 4, nice and smooth on the gas. Davin Caldwell victorious into our second be made. Oh Wenzel just held on. Berkeley nearly stole it at the line. Berkeley comes home 3rd. Baldwin 4th. Rolls 5th. Jordison, Flood, Berry, White, and Mitchell the top 10. And then you go back to Dixon in position number 11. Man, that was close. 3-minute warm-up session right now. What that means...
I think Berkeley not happy with his transfer spot. He was looking for something more.
Well, he's going to start position 24, so technically he can only go forward as long as he stays on the racetrack. We are going to be playing the American National Anthem right here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and proudly sung by Mr. Dustin Sizemore.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bomb bursting that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the DirtFan.com 410 Wings Sprintcars season opener for season number 9, presented by World of Thunder Racing League. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside by Jesse Page. Jesse, your first time here tonight on this Sunday night for the World of Thunder and DirtFan.com series. So far here at USA, what have you made of the racing?
This has been one of the best experiences I've been through on this service, for sure. I'm super glad that I reached out to you guys and asked for the opportunity. I'm so happy that you guys gave me the chance. I've had a great time tonight. We've seen a lot of good racing, and I'm really looking forward to closing out the night here with you guys on this feature race.
All right, let's take a look. Go trackside and have a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for tonight's 30 lap A main event. Starting on pole, it'll be Hayden Cardwell on his outside. For Swindell Speed Lab, driving car number 74, Adam Elby to start position number 2. Inside your second row, position 3, driving car number 110 of Kevin Hanley. He will line up alongside Vinny Sansoni in car number 80 out of position number 4. Position number 5 will belong to the True Speed Motorsports 081 machine of Dylan Simmelman, and on his outside, car 21, Michael Meek to start position number 6. Tim Smith will start position number 7, and Tyler Ducharme in car 25 will start position number 8. Position number 9, in car number 92, Mike Keegan on his outside. In car number 25, Richie Preston. Lining up out of position number 11, the 1X of Mason Hannigan lines up alongside car 27, Robert Kerstetter out of position number 12. Position number 13, driving car number 54, Alex Studinger. He lines up alongside the 78 of Brian Cross out of position number 14. We go back to row number 8. Inside position 15 is the 269 machine of James Grace. Starting up alongside the True Speed Motorsports, car number 4 of Casey Graves out of position number 16. Position number 17 belongs to the 5 of Chris Fisher on his outside out of position number 18. Car number 47 of Devin Butts. Lining up out of position number 19, driving car number 97, B-Main number 1 winner, Jared Bolyard lines up alongside B-Main number 2 winner in car number 22 of Davin Cardwell. We go back to our final 2 rows, inside and outside. Row 11 inside for Swindell Speed Lab, car number 55 of Rusty Kruger. And on his outside in the 888 machine, the True Speed Motorsports True Stream, it's Corey Wenzel out of position number 22. And your final row belongs to Slick Sim Sports. He is the world of... In fact, he's not even a world of... He's a USAC world champion for the non-wing sprint cars. Driving car number 42, it's David Heileman. And on his outside in car number 9 for Slick Sim Sports, it's Joel Berkeley out of position number 24. Jesse, we know the starting grids. Before we go any further, Josh Flood, thank you for those stars. Before we get into the 4 wide, Jesse, who do you like in this field?
So I was just sitting here waiting for that question. I've done my research this time, and I have a pick for you. It is going to be Michael Meek in the number 21 car for our pick for this feature. And the reason is because he started P3 in his Heat 6 and was able to drive it all the way to the front. So he's already made some moves. He's already overtaken some cars on track. He is in a groove, and we'll see if he can hold on to that and translate it to the main.
Well,
to the feature.
They've got to find the groove and make your move. I'll tell you what, it is a very vicious, stacked field here tonight. Couple of drivers. I'm going to go with a handful of drivers to keep an eye on, of course. Adam Elby, one of those drivers. Keep an eye on Dylan Simmelman, Tyler Ducharme. But more so, keep an eye on Berkeley and Heileman to come from that 12th row. Mark my word, if they manage to stay on all fours. David Heileman's pulled back to pit road. Not sure why, but if he's... anyhow, if he comes back out onto the racetrack, Berkeley and Heileman to finish top 10, potentially even top 5.
4 wide salute looking good here.
Yeah, the DirtFan.com 410 wing sprint cars. These drivers are 4 wide, and again, another salute to you, the race fans, for tuning in here to Ultimate Dirt TV, tuning in to the World of Thunder and Dirt Fan Facebook pages. Of course, we are live on Ultimate Dirt TV's Facebook and YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. It is free to watch, just like it is on Facebook. And it's been a wonderful day to everybody that has helped share, like, follow, just be here in general. We are, what did I say, we're close to nearly 300 followers in a day. That's insane.
It's wonderful. It's great to hear. So,
Well,
message to all of the fans watching, don't forget that this 4-wide salute is for you. This is our drivers recognizing that you're what makes this competition great, is all of our viewers out there. They do this so that you guys can have some eye candy, so you guys can have something nice to look at before we get the event underway. So thank you, everybody out there viewing, whatever platform you're on. Thank you for joining us.
well, I can tell you right now, just as we're rolling around right now, today alone has been 359 followers. I dare you to find somebody else that can get 359 followers in the space of about 6 hours.
What can I say, but you're welcome.
Yes, that thank you goes out to a lot of people.
Right.
So we are on lap number 4 of 35 right now, and once again, once we get to lap 5, essentially that's when we're going to go green flag racing. So yes, we are on what is now 2 to green at the moment. So who'd you pick for this one? Michael Meek.
Meek, yes. He had a solid performance in his heat. I was watching him during the heat, so I'm looking to see those same skills translate to the feature here.
Alright, as the drivers come out of turn number 4, this time by. They are now on the 1 to green signal. I bet a lot of these drivers are gambling on fuel, and my advice would probably put about 20... Look, I want to say about 22 gallons, because you're not going to run this track full throttle. In fact, you can probably get away with about 20 to 22. I guarantee you, I reckon at least 3 of these drivers have gone with about 16 or 17. They are just trying to gamble on the fuel side of things, and by God, if they did, I hope they run out of fuel. Because realistically, they've got no one else to blame but themselves.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Out of turn number 4, YouDon'tFan.com 410 Wings Sprint Car Series. Let's get dirty for 30. We're underway here at USA. And it is Hayden Cardwell to lead Adam Elby down into turn number 1 and 2. Elby 3 wide, Haley and Sansoni 3 wide through 1 and 2. And immediately yellow is out already. That didn't take long. And it's Casey Grace. Tim, you're not too late, buddy. You're not too late. We just started the main event. Let's take a look here at your Wicked Cushion instant replay and see what happened to the driver of the number 101 machine of Casey Graves. And I think he was just wrong place, wrong time. It was Smith, who in fact, that's where the contact had started in that 50 machine. Let's take a look. Oh, he just caught in the grass. Ouch. Man, these guys just don't lift.
Alright, and I'm back in the booth. Sorry about that. I had to step out for just a moment.
Alright, we're just taking a look at the Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras right now on board with David Harleman. As he comes through this wreck, he didn't lift. And this is what they call a world champion in USAC. Gets in a sprint car and, oh, it just doesn't lift. Back in my day, when there's cars all over the racetrack, I mean, the courteous thing to do would be lift, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that seems to be the school of thought is when there's a car in front of you on the track. If it's not moving the same way as you, then you need to get off the loud pedal for a second. Let them collect themselves.
There's a couple of lucky people to get through that one. Davin Cardwell was one of those cars. I mean, he was full throttle, and then all of a sudden he just, you can hear him get off the gas. Full throttle, backed off. Somehow managed to get through that unscathed. Shout out to Timothy watching from Central PA. We're going to be heading over to the virtual Williams Grove Speedway in about an hour's time for the tell you what it is. It's called the Wings Only Racing, presented by Green to Checker. And that'll be Williams Grove Speedway. I believe, I'm not sure whether that's round number 2, but I know it's our second round of the series. And again, that'll start at 12:30 Eastern, which is again about 45 minutes time. So hopefully this race isn't going to take a lot more than 40 minutes.
Well, we're counting laps under caution, so
Yeah.
hopefully things will work out. And it looks like we're taking green right now.
Indeed, we are back underway. 4 down, 26 to run. It is Cowbell down to the low side. Elby right through the middle. Who's the first one to go upstairs? Well, it's Mike Keegan, the first car to go upstairs into turn number 1 and 2. He rides in the 9th position. Hello, Jim. Watching from Northeast Ohio. Right now, we watch Adam Elby, who's made a name for himself here on the sim. He's a World Championship 410 Pro driver for the 410 Wing Sprint Cars. And again, the Swindell Speed Lab. And a bunch of the Swindell Speed Lab drivers have got the World Championship Pro license. But here comes Elby coming after your race leader of Hayden Cardwell. And it is right through the middle. Goes Adam Elby, Cardwell staying down low, and Vinny Sansoni as well. Proving that he's no slouch either in these 410 Wing Sprint Cars.
So, Brett, let me point out to you, look who's in P4 right now.
Yeah, look who's in P5, Dylan Simmelman. Where did he start? He started 5th actually. I thought he was a lot further back, but I tell you what, that number 81 machine, he's going to really put it to that 21, but we've got a change for the race lead. Adam Elby, your new race leader. Cardwell back to the inside through turn number 3 and forward. It is still Adam Elby to lead by 0.149 of a second. That's not a lot here. As here goes Cardwell back to the inside, side by side, but Elby will have it down the back straight away. So a good battle for the top spot now. Cardwell going to follow Elby through turn number 3 and 4. Elby cutting it down low out of turn 4.
Absolutely no space between those two cars coming out of the transition of turn 4 as caution flies.
Caution flag will fly here for the second time tonight here on the dirtfan.com 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, our season opener here at USA. And my oh my, am I glad to get this track out of the way. Although I prefer not to go here. I would have preferred to run, I'm not going to say Chili Bowl because that's just a, again, I'm not going to go into that. If there's 3 tracks I want to avoid, USA, the Grove. If you want to throw the Chili Bowl in there, you can. But everything else, I mean, nothing really races. I guess it all depends on the track. There's a couple of tracks that are just all up on the top side, like Fairbury. That's a topside dominant racetrack. Once the track gets this slick, I'm surprised Heileman's still here, to be honest with you.
Fairbury, I like that track. It definitely produces some interesting races. Just the epitome of no room to work. You are on top of your competitors the entire race around Fairbury. You know, if it was up to me, then this season would just be Lernerville every single week. No outside walls. We don't need them here.
Yeah, you know what? I would be down for that. I would be down for a Lernerville track champion. But what I'd love to see with that is run 305s, 360s, 410s, limited late models, pro late models, super late models, UMPs, street stocks, legend cars, and midgets. I'd love to run the 10 classes, 10 weeks at Lernerville. How cool would that be?
Heard it here, folks. Keep your ear to the ground. We'll make it happen.
All right, lights out on the racing.com pace truck. We are back to green, this time by 18 still remain. We are, for some reason, in a Delaware double file restart in sprint cars. This does not make sense. Steve, is Steve high tonight? You don't go Delaware double file restarts in sprint cars. Green flag back out, and again this field, the first 5, 6 drivers strung out here as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. Remember, 18 laps to go We watch Dylan Simmelman in 4th position right now. Michael Meek back there in 5th. And you go back to Tyler Ducharme, Brian Cross, Robert Kerstetter, Mike Keegan and Mason Hannigan, your top 10. So we continue to watch the battle up near the front of the field. Hayden Cardwell trying to run down Adam Elby, but unable to do so far. But we've still got plenty of laps left in this one. Adam Elby looking smooth on the wheel right now as we go down into 1 and 2. Cardwell going upstairs right now, trying to see if he can find something up on top of the cushion. He looks to get a run on Elby. Sansoni was peeking to his inside. And here comes Dylan Simmelman now into the picture in the number 81 machine. Simmelman looking for a top 3, looking for a podium right now. The 21 of Michael Meek, Tyler Ducharme around with, I think that might be Brian Cross as well, but we're still watching Sansoni and Dylan Simmelman continue to go side by side. Yellow is back out and looks like Berkeley in the number 9 machine. Oh, he's upside down. Let's take a look. It's your Wicked Cushion instant replay. Hold on to your hats because this is about to get wild. Let's all just caught a quick glimpse of his ride in turns number 3 and 4. Man, thank God this is virtual and not a real crashes. Just, wow, that car went flippin'.
Trying to find our incident right now.
Yeah, the number 9 machine of Joel Berkeley just got caught up there with Mike Keegan as they went into turn number 3 and 4. We're taking a look at our Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. And geez, he got hit by, I think it might have been Ducharme as well. No, it wouldn't have been Ducharme. Let's try and... Ooh, ouch, ready? Here it comes. Keep an eye on the... Not that one. This one coming right there. Look to the right of the screen. That is... Geez, that is wild. That started in turn 3 and it ended in turn 4. That is a pretty impressive ride.
So it looks to me like the car tailing him just tried to flick the car in and got that crash bar on the front of the car caught up. And I mean, it was very small margins there for error and just unlucky for both drivers. They both seem to be taken out.
Yeah, Berkeley copping the worst of that one, Mike Keegan. Well, he's still out on the racetrack right at the back of the bus in the 21st position. So again, to recap your top 5, Adam Elby, Hayden Cardwell, Vinny Sansoni, Dylan Simmelman, and Michael Meek. So your pick is still running in the top 5. It's not a bad pick, but I mean, he was there with the drivers challenging for the race lead. So I mean, it's still anyone's game with still 11 to go.
Oh, absolutely. And probably 2 or 3 more yellows as well.
Well, I hope not, because then that'll put us into a green-white checker situation. Considering that we lose about 3 laps, you know, you take that away, that's 9 laps, and well, you're left with a green-white checker.
Well, it all just depends on your track position, whether or not you want that yellow to fly. Now, as we come to green here, LB is going to take us past the start-finish line here at USA International for lap 25 of these 30 laps, and we have a yellow flying again.
Yep, and this is where drivers get real desperate right now. We have got Jarrett Bolyard in the 97 upside down. There's no way he's going to be getting back on all 4s, but let's watch him anyway to see if he can... Oh, okay, he just proved me wrong. Yep, he's back on all 4s. Very lucky, wow. The 97. Yeah, that's very impressive, I must say.
That's going on Reddit.
Hi, Reddit.
Wow.
Let's see, now it's going to put him... Oh no, he'll be able to get to the back of the line, because once we get the 1 to go, he should be getting the go past the pace car. Technically not going a lap down, but again, you just see the... Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I was trying to think of that while I was dribbling some rubbish.
Yeah, words are hard. Words are very difficult.
Yes. Yeah. They're certainly not the funnest.
Right. I jumped in here and I knew that you guys do an incredible job and I'm starting to feel out exactly how much of an incredible job you guys do doing this every single night. Wow, I mean, hats off to you.
Well, we're looking at our chats and letting us let us know where you're watching from, where you're tuning in. Of course, if you're on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook or YouTube channel, let us know where you are watching from, because we do have those chats open. If you're typing in the World of Thunder and Dirt Fan Facebook feeds, unfortunately we don't have those up because I really don't have a second computer or a fourth or fifth screen to keep an eye on. But tell you what, if there's any PC builders out there that want to sponsor us, we're more than happy to take a PC, and of course we can get your company on all these broadcasts. I'll tell you what, we'll do you a good solid for the next 2 years if a PC is supplied. That sounds fair, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, considering how many, like we're doing at the moment, we're doing about between 7 to 10 broadcasts a week, and then we'll be doing more. As I said, we're picking up the Speed Shift TV. Plus, we've got more leagues that are wanting to get broadcasted because of this, this COVID-19 stuff that is happening. So, we're COVID-19 free here at Ultimate Dirt TV. As we're back underway, 7-1. Adam Elby will lead us off for turn number 4.
All right, and Cardwell looking for something to work with here on number 74, trying to find a position. These drivers really scared of those yellows popping out again. They know that this event is going to be coming to a close sooner rather than later. Number 10 throwing a move down on the low side. 74 probably going to be able to drive out of that one. Yes, he does. He's going to hold on to his top spot for just one more lap. Cardwell going to try it again. Going to slide up. No, he's going to keep it low as the yellow flies again.
Oh, Jamie watching from New Zealand. Scott King watching from Milwaukee. So that looks to be Tyler Ducharme in the 25 machine, the JDR Graphics number 25 machine. And with that yellow coming out just then, we are 3. We're more than likely going to have a green-white checker situation now. It's just the normal green-white checker. It's not the extended, it's not the extended green-white checker of this one. So, things are really starting to get a little bit spicy. It almost calls Gordon Ramsay. It's getting that hot in the kitchen over here.
Oh, jeez. So let me ask you, Brett, what do you think about the track state right now? Where are we on track state?
Slick as balls. It's probably past. It's easily past 100%. You're probably looking about 120% if you could get that far.
Yeah, you think that that bump coming out of turn 4 is going to cause any troubles on these restarts?
Oh, massive. I guarantee everybody that's going to restart will be at least, the highest I reckon you'll see someone is about mid-track.
They all know it's up there. All these drivers.
Everybody knows it's up there. They know what it can do, especially when you're under, when you're full power. When you're up full speed and, you're trying to run the top in 3 and 4 and you think, yeah, this is sweet, I'm going to get a run on him. All of a sudden you hit that bump and it just throws the car sideways. So what you've got to do is you've actually got to drive, when you come out of turn 4, you've got to sort of drive as if you're going to drive down to the middle of the racetrack just to avoid it. Either that, or you've got to get your right up on that outside wall to where you actually physically drive over it and it doesn't actually hit the right rear or the right rear tire.
Right. Wow. That sounds like a brave move for people with.
Oh, you got a massive set of grapefruits if you can hit that right, especially on a track like this.
For 35 laps.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This track is difficult to run on the top side at the best of times. Then you throw in that bump. But right now on this sort of track state, I'd be looking, more towards the bottom of the racetrack.
Oh, definitely. And that looks like where most of our drivers are looking to, at least throwing it into 1 and 3 on the low side and letting it slide up as they exit.
All right, here we go. A green-white checker. Here on the DirtFan.com 410 Wing Sprint Car Series, your season opener. Keep an eye on all those drivers. As I said, they'll be right down to the low side or mid-track at absolute best. We go into 1 and 2 with 2 laps left to run. Adam Elby looking to put the Swindell Speed Lab number 74 in victory lane, but Hayden Cardwell looking to take away that opportunity down into 3 and 4. Cardwell throws the slider. In comes Sansoni, nearly 3 wide. as Hayden Cardwell, he will lead lap number 34. He will get the 1 to go signal. Slide job by LB. Cardwell back to the middle. Sansoni up on the inside. LB down the back straight away for the final time. Slide job by Hayden Cardwell. Here comes LB back to the inside, but Cardwell will be victorious here in USA. Oh my, what a race. They all scramble across the start-finish line, but Hayden Cardwell, he is victorious. Adam Elby home in second. Third will go to Vinny Sansoni. Dylan Simmelman in fourth. And fifth will go to Michael Meek. David Heidelman sixth. Brian Cross seventh. Mason Hannigan eighth. Ninth goes to Corey Wenzel. Rusty Kruger will round out your top 10. Then we go to Davin Cardwell, Kevin Hanley, Richie Preston, Mike Keegan, Alex Studinger, Chris Fisher, Tyler Ducharme, James Grace, Casey Graves, Jarrett Bolyard, Robert Kerstetter, Joel Berkeley, Devin Butts, and Tim Smith. Wow, that was entertaining. Those last couple of laps, that green-white checker, Cardwell and LB putting on some great racing here at USA.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the things I love about this discipline is things get so tense. Things get so on the line. You come to that green white checker, and the whole race is right there in front of you, and you're either leading the pack or you're in the back. And you're looking for space, and you get those opportunities in this racing discipline where literally anybody in the field could pull forward. You get all these great crossover moves, all these great races. Really entertaining racing to watch.
All right, so we are just awaiting our top 3 to get into the Discord. We'll give them a couple of minutes if they're not here. Well, we're going to go ahead and shut off the stream for the night for the dirtfan.com and World of Thunder iRacing League, the season opener for the B Series for the Super Late models you've seen earlier on at the start of the night about 5 Eastern. And then we had the Pro Late models here at USA. We also went into the Super Late Model National Series, followed by and finished out by the 410 Winged Sprint Cars. It doesn't look like we are going to get our top 3, so we'll go ahead and shut off for the night here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the World of Thunder and DirtFan.com Season 9 from USA. Jesse, thank you very much for your participation here for these 3 broadcasts. It's been a pleasure as always, and we'll hope to see you back more here on Ultimate Dirt TV over the coming weeks.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure on my end as well, and I hope to be back. So looking forward to jumping more in with the community, looking forward to getting to know some of these faces, and maybe you'll see me out on track soon. Definitely if you're doing some officials, you'll see me.
All right, I want to give a shout out to DirtFan.com for their continued support here with the World of Thunder iRacing League and us here at Ultimate Dirt TV. I want to give a shout out to, of course, Wicked Cushion, Wicked Energy Gum, DirtFan.com, and World of Thunder iRacing League. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, we say farewell and good night. And we have still got the 410 Wing Sprint Cars to come up in about 40 minutes' time. And until then, it's good night.